Resistance 3, Chapter 4, Superhuman difficulty walkthrough for wikigameguides.com.
Is that snow or nuclear winter?
Nuclear.
Nuclear winter.
No, I think it's just dust or something. I don't know what it is.
So you just run around with a bunch of farmers?
Billy Bob and Joe Bob and Mary Sue. Yep. Bunch of rednecks. That's about it. So now you get the marksman? The hawk shot? No, what the fuck is this thing called?
Deadeye?
Marksman, yeah.
Marksman.
This is a great little rifle. Definitely try to get this one upgraded pretty quickly. I guess I can talk more about the leveling up system for the weapons now. By this playthrough, for my recording, I have every gun completely maxed out.
So you cheated.
And for no, not cheating at all. And for this run, I lost my train of thought because you fucking called me a cheater.
Fully upgraded.
For this area, just go up in these in this house over here. What? You're giggling like a retard.
I know.
Like a fucking invalid.
You just called a house a book, and I just found it to be way funnier than it actually was.
At least I read books. Fucking retard. Anyway, so the way the upgrade system works is after you just using a gun and hitting people, not necessarily getting kills, just doing damage with the gun, will gain experience for that weapon. And at level 2, you get an upgrade to the primary fire of the weapon. And at level 3, like right there, I didn't even use the secondary fire on the Magnum, and I killed that guy because I got a headshot. It still does a good amount of damage on its own. Anyway.
Does every bullet
level
come
3,
with a secondary? Or?
Yeah, there's infinite secondary on the Magnum. It's not like you run out of explosive shells. Every bullet is a secondary, too. And if you hit like the ground next to some people, too, it'll...
you can secondary it?
Yeah, you can still secondary it. You don't have to hit a person with it. And then the level 3 typically upgrades the secondary fire for whatever gun. The level 3 for the Magnum is when you hit something, it also sets off like 2 little flares from it as well, and it creates 3 explosions total when you do the secondary.
And those cannot hurt you, or they can?
I don't know. I've never tried. It never came up. But I don't think that they can.
Okay.
Anyway, so there'll be another drop ship after you take out that first wave, and that's why you're in this building right here.
This book.
Nope. And, yeah, just bust out the marksman and start picking them off. The level 2 for the marksman gives you that nice little scope. Normally you just, if you're playing through the first time, you're just looking down the iron sights, and it's not that great of a gun. Headshots do extra damage, like significantly extra damage with this gun. So you really got to line those up. And because the ammo goes really fast on this gun.
Is it one burst?
Is 3 shots.
3 bursts?
3 bullets. Yeah, and the max you can hold, I think, is 72 rounds plus whatever's in that magazine. Or clip. Shit, I remember getting sent a couple links about what the difference between a magazine and a clip is.
I remember you telling me the difference.
I think the magazine holds the clip. The clip is just the thing that holds the bullets, and like some old-fashioned guns, the clip is exposed, but the magazine is like the plastic casing around it. And you can, I don't know, anyway.
You shouldn't say these things. You're going to get more emails about
lots of angry
how you're
emails.
Wrong.
Well, I'd rather get lots of angry emails, meaning that people actually watched it, than no emails at all. So, whatever. Anyway, so kind of listen for your dudes to say fall back. The on-screen notifications aren't that prominent. Like in the top right corner, it just said fall back to Main Street. And you could easily miss that and just sit there killing people for a while and waste all your ammo and shit. But I heard them say, like, oh, fall back. When you go back in this area, there's going to be 2 dudes that jump right there. And if you're not paying attention, like those dudes in front of you don't open the door. until you kill those two guys to move on. So you're sitting there like, why the hell am I dying?
Go.
Oh, there's people directly above me. Why isn't this door opening? Oh, because the stupid AI is waiting for me to kill the computer that
You don't see.
I don't see because I'm like, face up against the door waiting to move on like I usually do. Anyway, a couple steelheads in this area. I guess I'll talk about a couple of things that I really like about this game. There are almost 100% customizable controls.
Oh, wow.
You can map the buttons out to almost anything you want. You can't map them out to
Retarded things.
D-pad.
Or like forward on the left analog is shoot grenade.
Right.
That'd be just crazy.
Well, you can't customize the sticks, and you can't customize any of the D-pad buttons either.
Okay.
Just kind of
What do the D-pad buttons do?
Left and right switch what grenade type you're using.
Okay.
And there's 4 different grenade types, so be sure to use those a lot. I also really like... Now, one thing about that I didn't like is that I tried to put right stick in as zoom in, but you can't have it be a toggle.
Oh.
So you have to hold right stick in to stay scoped in.
Oh.
You couldn't like click it and then
Yeah.
aim and then click it again to kind of
Like
back
Halo.
out. Yeah, like a sniper in Halo. But I guess you wouldn't really want that for this kind of a game where every single gun you're using the iron sights,
Right.
like a Call of Duty. That was just something that I noticed.
So what changes did you make from the standard?
I'm trying to remember. I think I put crouch on right stick in, and then melee as circle.
Okay.
And then I think that's the only major change that I made from the default. But they give you like 4 loadout save slots, basically, which is really nice.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
How's the sensitivity?
That was the next thing that I was going to get into. One of the reasons that I'm so disappointed that the multiplayer sucks so much ass is that this is definitely like... And it's always been one of the best, like, smoothest controlling games on any platform for a console, for a shooter. Like, Call of Duty, Halo, and Resistance are the best, in my opinion. And it'd be really hard to pick a best of the 3, but this would definitely be, like, in serious contention, in my opinion, for the best handling first-person shooter
If
out
it weren't
there.
for the multiplayer? Or just in the single player?
I said the multiplayer sucks ass, and because the
it's still
controls are
smooth.
so good. No, because it's laggy as fuck. Resistance 2 and 1 were awesome. And
But you
Resist-
like how smooth it is in the single player.
Yes, it's the same as it has been for the last few. And the reason multiplayer is so disappointing is because the controls are so good. Whereas, like, Killzone, my favorite PlayStation 3 exclusive, the controls blow ass.
Yeah.
And so yeah. Anyway, so this boss,
Shoot the weak points.
you'll see him a couple times. He's got 2 kind of shoulder pad weak points that light up, and you just have to put enough bullets into them to damage them. And then he's got 2 kind of elbow pad weak points. And then after you take all those out, they're on his stomach. And they're not always super obvious. Like, you have to just start shooting them to get them to kind of light up. But you'll see that, like, I think the idea is that you're making them overheat by putting a lot of bullets into them. And then through that, you kill them.